Guys, it's your friend about Anas here, swinging with a brand new video. So, guys, the long anticipated Avatar The Last Airbender live action has come out, and I have some thoughts on this live action from both the characters, and I'm going to give my overall score and my overall thoughts at the end of the video. Now, in case you don't know about Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's basically one of the greatest Nick cartoons of all time, if not the greatest ever cartoon of all time. Now, for me personally, it's among my top three in cartoons. I'll say Avatar, Ben 10, Gravity Falls, vice versa. It switches up sometimes. So those are like my top three cartoons of all time. So when I heard the live action series was coming out, obviously I was very, very skeptical, especially because the live action came out before for Avatar and it was not good. So when I saw Netflix doing a live action, I was very, very skeptical. Although they did a successful One Piece live action, it doesn't mean they were going to do a successful Avatar. So the trailer was coming out, it was looking good, it was looking good, it was looking okay. So okay, let me check it out. Let's watch it and watch the live action recently this weekend. And I can tell you now, guys, that it's not terrible. I'm happy to report that it's not as badly as it's perceived. Some people just have so much hate for it on Twitter, everywhere. There's a lot of hate I'm seeing for the show, which it doesn't deserve. It doesn't deserve so much hate. I don't think it's a terrible show because I've seen worse in live actions before. I've seen a lot of bad live action adaptations. This is naturally the worst I've seen live action adaptation. And this is just season one. It can still grow up into a better show by season two. Hopefully, if they implement a lot of changes and do a lot of better, maybe if they can have a lot of better performances, the actors can step up that game, which I'm going to talk about in this video. So let me talk about the characters in this live action. The character I'm going to talk about now is Aang. Aang is the main character of the original. His main character, he's the avatar. He's the main character in the entire series. And I'm happy to report that the casting for Aang was absolutely perfect. Gordon Cormier ate this role up. He worked well with what he was given. He had good development as the show progressed. Yes, Aang in the original, he had tantrums, and yet too, he has tantrums here and there. But let's also look at it that he was told that he will be the avatar at 12 years old. So obviously there was going to be tantrum. He didn't want to leave his friend, he didn't want to leave his family, he didn't want to even train. All he wanted to do was just have fun with his friend. As a 12-year-old, yes, you can relate to that because just all you want to do at that period of time is just have fun with your friends. So yeah, I can say Gordon Cormier is this role well. And for me, his portrayal of Aang was on par with what I expected. Like the role was good, beautiful acting. Some people were saying he's too serious in the role. I think maybe he can put a little humor in season two. I think I can agree with that a little. Maybe he was too serious in the role, but there will even see some funny moments here and there in Gordon Cormier's act and portrayal of Aang. So I don't think it's that big of an issue. Now let's get to the next character. The next character I need to talk about with you guys is Sokka. Sokka is one of my favorite characters in the original, and Sokka is this is a very, very controversial one right here because before before Avatar, before the live action came out already, there was an article they posted up that they want to reduce Sokka's sexism, and the fans were enraged. They didn't want to hear. They were like, "How is it going to develop? How is it going to develop? How is it going to develop?" So now, yes, they actually did tone down Sokka. In the original, Sokka is sexist. Absolutely, he is a sexist in the original. But that is an essential part of his character growth, and they removed it, which I think was okay. It was not that because when I watched episode two, Warriors, where where he was actually supposed to be sexy. That is the episode where the gang goes to Kyoshi Island to go and meet with the Kyoshi Warriors, and he wants to go and wants to communicate with about Kyoshi. When I watched the episode, I was just analyzing character, trying to see whether it was that much of a flaw. Yes, I think Sokka needed that growth in a way because it's after that episode in the original that he learns that yes, women can actually do what men do. That that women actually grow and men are not always like superior in all they do. That also women can also fight. Because in the episode, when he went to Kyoshi Island, it was like there's no way I'm going to get beaten by a girl and all that shit. Like young, he was like young, and that was it in the episode. So by the time when Suki beat his ass up in it, that is when I realized, wow, okay, we'll make her try to do this, and I need to stop talking like that, and I need to stop having this thinking. So when I saw the portrayal of Sokka, I don't think Sokka portrayal the actor is necessarily bad, but I think one thing they need to improve on is he needs to have that comic relief. Because I think I saw an interview with the actor recently when I was making this video. He said he wants to be more. He tried to implement some comedy stunts, but they were but in the like in the original show, it was very animated. Which yeah, it is animation is like one of the greatest form of media ever. So it's very animated. So I think Soccer can improve. But now he lost a lot of goofiness for me in this live action. And Sokka in the original is a comic relief character, but he becomes when he becomes serious, you actually feel it, like he becomes very very serious. But I will not say the actor was bad. Considering the script he was given, I don't think he was bad. He was he was able he was an alright character. I think there's more to so we need to see an improvement in Sokka's character overall because I think cutting down the Kyoshi Island arc is not going to kill the show. It's not a groundbreaking thing that kills the show like Poe was speculating. I don't think it kills Sokka's character completely. There's still room for growth because Sokka still has different arc. He's still going to. I don't want to draw spoiler for people that haven't watched the original Avatar, but there is still a lot of things Sokka is going to accomplish in this show. So I don't think Sokka is the character is completely dead just because they removed the Kyoshi Island part. I don't think the character is completely dead, but I think it can be improved definitely. Soccer can be improved. Guys, the character another character I want to talk about right now is Katara. Katara in the live action, it's there's more to Katara that we need to see. I don't think characters exploded into life yet. Because there's more Katara that a lot of the original fans know what I'm talking about who are watching this video. There's lots more Katara. The fight with Master Paku was awesome. It was good. It happened in the original. It happened in the original and it's also happened in live action. Two of them. They made the dialogue was one to one basically. If you watch the original and watch live action, they made dialogue one to one and everything. But they did remove an important part. I don't know why the show did this, but they made it look like Katara was self-taught throughout. Katara was trained by Master Paku. Because in the original, after I fight with Master Paku and Katara lost, Master Paku saw a necklace, her necklace that she was wearing, that belongs to her granny. And that granny was betrothed with Master Paku, but they not married because she was not interested in him. So when Master Paku saw that, he decided to train Katara, take her up in his wing, and decided to become her master, basically. But in the show, they just forgot about a necklace. They completely removed that aspect, and they say she's self-taught and she became a master all on her own. Now, Katara is talented and gifted even in the original, but I don't think removing removing her training was a good idea. It's not a groundbreaking. None of the changes are groundbreaking, like I say in this Avatar live action. But I just feel like training, and Ang also trained when they went to the north. He also trained with Katara and Master Paku in Waterbending, but there was no training with Ang in this live action. They completely removed Ang's training. They removed Katara's training. They just say she became a master all on her own. Katara is very, very talented. Everybody knows that from watching the original, yes. But I just feel like removing her training is not a way to make the character look more badass. Yeah, she's a badass in the original show, and she's also going to be a badass if the portrayal continues like this. But I don't think remove training will make her more of a badass. I think they would also show us the training arc between her and Master Paku, and how Master Paku agreed to train her and even implement the necklace. I think she's wearing the necklace. Why didn't they just implement the necklace in the live action? So like it shocked me when I noticed that they didn't even allow, they just say Katara is self-taught. I don't think it's groundbreaking anyway, but I think the actor, I think she needs to do more. It's not a bad performance. What she was giving and script she was giving, I don't think it's a bad performance at all. I think it's a good performance of Katara. There's more to Katara, like I said, and I think with time, I think the character will explain into life. But for now, she's an okay character for me. The character I want to talk about is the character that I admire so much, Zuko. Zuko is one of the greatest character development in fiction. Anybody can quote me on that. Zuko is one of the greatest character development in fiction and in media, period. So all I can say is that this role will not be easy for anybody to carry. It will not be easy for any actor to carry the role. But I'll compliment the actor though. It wasn't a bad performance of Zuko from the actor. There is more, I think there's more to Zuko. Also, like I said for Katara, but I don't think it's a bad performance from Zuko. I think Zuko was okay in this live action. Some people said he's too nice. Zuko is too nice live action. But if you look at the original too, Zuko isn't always he hasn't always been a bad guy. He has always been one to stand up for a fire nation. He believes in his people. That's what Zuko is all about. He doesn't hate people that much. The reason why he hated the Avatar was because of the rage his father instilled in him when they fought the Agni Kai. That is why he always hated the Avatar, because father has made him go on a basically fruitless mission to go and find the Avatar, and he did. That's why he has this obsession with the Avatar, and he wants to get him by all means. And yes, Suko is not, he has never been really an evil person, even in the original. Trust me, his character growth is one of the best in fiction and media. Period. No arguments there. He has a very, very good character growth. So I don't think any actor taking this role it was going to be an easy ride. I think the portrayal was okay. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think that nitpick of he's too nice. I think okay, maybe you can say, but I don't even think he's even too nice necessarily. I think he's an okay character in their live action. He's okay. He's no. I'm not saying he's a perfect character. Obviously, there's room for improvement for all these characters I'm talking about. But I don't think Zuko is necessarily a bad character that people are thinking of him as. I think he's good, and I don't think he's a bad portrayal. And I also like that the show showed us they highlighted Zuko's pain and why he has that obsession for the Avatar. I think the show shows people that, and I think it's a very, very good addition. Just showing people the pain and why he has this obsession for the Avatar. Also, jealousy. Also, and also the way they're highlighting Azula's jealousy of Zuko. A lot, a lot of things that can still come in season two. So I don't believe the character is a bad character or a bad portrayal in my opinion. I think Izuku still has room to grow. Obviously, yes, one of the greatest characters in fiction has room to grow. Any actor that will take on that role is great. It's not going to be easy. It's just like maybe an actor now taking on Joker. Joker is one of the hardest characters to portray for any actor, no matter how skilled the actor is. Joker is one of the hardest characters to portray because the character is written so well. That is just how I'll say Zuko is. Some people will be like, don't why compare Zuko and Joker, but I also think like Zuko is also up there as a very, very good character. I'm not saying he's better that Joker and Zuko are like the same character, no. But I'm just trying to say like Zuko is also a very, very good character. So the portrayal needs to be very, very top notch. And credit to the actor. I think he's doing a good job. I'm not saying he's doing a great job, but he's doing a good job. And I think there's room for improvement also in seasons beyond season one. Now let's talk about Iroh. Iroh, there's nothing really much to say about Iroh in season one. Iroh is a very, very good portrayal for me. He's nailed the actor that is playing Iroh is nailing it for me. Nothing too in depth in season one because Iroh still has a lot of character growth that will happen in seasons beyond this season one. But they do highlight his compassion for Zuko, and most importantly, fans of the show know that they highlighted his love for tea. So can I give you guys some positives and some negatives of the show I've seen so far. So for positives, I'm going to say the show had good fight choreography. I was really impressed with the fight scenes. There was a fight scene with Zuko and Ang. That is a really good one. The fight scene between Katara and Paco using bending, the VFX was good there, and there was good animation actually in the series. And another positive I'm going to highlight is good CGI. It's not great CGI, but it's good CGI at least. Considering it's not a $1 billion budget movie, I would say CGI here is very, very good. There were some complaints, but come on, guys, come on. We have seen movies, big budget movies with terrible CGI. So I don't think Avatar CGI was bad. I think it's okay. CGI was okay. The episode when they went to the spirit was CGI was okay there. When they met Cole, the face stealer, CGI was okay there. So I don't think CGI was bad at all. The other post we're going to give, this show was not boring to watch. This show was one of my easiest binges in a while. I watched this show in like I think I watched it in a day, completed it, and it was not boring to watch. Considering I used to watch a lot of shows, this show was not boring to watch at all. I mean, there are some unbearable shows like Gossip Girl, the new Gossip Girl. Oh my god, the new Gossip Girl is so. I remember when I was watching that show I was so bored. The show is so uninventive, but that's not what we're talking about anyway. I'm not talking about Gossip Girl right here, but that's just an example. Gossip Girl was very, very boring to watch, but Avatar was quite the opposite. Avatar was not boring to watch for me at all. I enjoyed Avatar thoroughly. It was a good show for me. It was a good fun ride for me. And now some negatives I have with the show. One of the negatives I also have in this show is that I feel like they need to improve the humor. They should not kill the humor of the show to make it more serious tone. Avatar is very, very serious, even the original, but there was still a lot of humor and funny scenes here and there. But they need to add more humor to the show. For like characters, for like soccer example, so characters like soccer now need to have more humor than they had in these first season. They must not always be serious or too serious now. I think that is one of the fun of Avatar. When you watch Avatar, like I have watched Avatar a lot. When you watch Avatar a lot, you just realize that Avatar is very, very serious, but when it's funny, it's actually very funny. You laugh, and I think they need to improve the humor in the show. It will really give fans something to look forward to, at least some comic relief in the show would be nice. That's my only negative I have for it so far. Give my overall thoughts and the score. Overall, I don't think Avatar is the worst live action adaptation of both in gaming, in cartoons. I don't think Avatar is the worst. Far from it. There are worse adaptations I've seen done. So far from it. I don't think there's And I don't think that Avatar is a terrible, unbearable, boring show like that. Trying to put it as I don't think it is that at all. Yes, there were some changes. Yes, it's not one to one with the original. Yes, there were some slight changes with the original. But come on, okay, okay. Let me say this. Like, let me give an example now. Like the boys. The Boys is probably one of the greatest show of all time. The Boys comic is probably one of the worst comic of all time. I'm not even joking. The Boys comic is so stupid, and like when you check out the comics and check out the show, like you'll be like, wow, that there's really wow how they make this so good with this terrible source material. Trust me, the boys the Boy is probably one of the best shows of all time, or probably one of my favorite shows. But the comic is not something. It's not among probably top 100 comics out there. No, but the boys look at the boys show how it turned out. So I'm not saying it must be one to one. It's not all about being one to one, guys. With adaptation, they need to sometimes you need to switch some things up to make it appeal to modern media, obviously, which I think they did. So people have some complaints about it. Yeah, it's obvious. Even me, I have some few complaints about it. They did some changes that were maybe not quite good, but it's still also. All I'm trying to say is that it's not groundbreaking. I don't think it's groundbreaking, and there's room to improve. I know that Netflix will definitely release it for season two. There's no way it won't get a season two. So I think all those changes can be implemented and make it better, make the show better. Because one-to-one adaptations are not always. It's all about one-to-one adaptations that make a show good. There are so many shows that want more adaptations, that live action I feel like is better. Shows like The Boy, shows like Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy is another one for me. Umbrella Academy comic is not bad, but I just like the show a lot more than the comic. That's what I'm trying to say. Actually, a lot more than the comic. So there are a lot of shows that are all one to one with the source material and it's still ended up good. So I'm just saying people are complaining about it not being one to one with the original. But if you look at the even some of the dialogue in the original and the show that similar, very, very similar. There were some few changes in some acts, yes, they were, but there's nothing too groundbreaking that's going to show for me. Those are just like my overall thoughts, and I'm going to give Avatar a score of 7 out of 10. So, guys, it's been your friend neighborhood It's been your friend neighborhood town house swinging out. See you again soon.
But anyways, like and subscribe.